Well, hello there. I am Recky, and welcome back for another severe weather reaction in the United States. I completely was under the impression that I already did this video, but guess what? I did not do it. So I did two different more, and this one is going to be the third because it looks like more, and it's that in Oklahoma? I think it is. Oh my days. I am sorry if I'm completely mistaken. Um, it should be in Oklahoma. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say it. Oklahoma, Oklahoma City, somewhere around there. But either way, looks like we got the tornado that changed the world. This is a More 5 documentary and it's on the channel Weather Report. If you haven't checked it out yet, please do. Don't forget to show them the support that they so much deserve. If you haven't liked and subscribed to Recky yet, well, don't forget to. That's something I would really appreciate. So please consider doing that. I would love that. Like really love that. And it's a kind of a long documentary. We've got 43 minutes. I'm not gonna pause too much because the video is gonna be like super long. But somewhere along halfway mark, I'm gonna ask you if you're still here and this will be a like a code word, like green bananas, something like that. So you know that you haven't cheated to see if you're actually with me through half of the time we watched the video. We say thank you so much to the channel members and the patrons. Thank you so much for the excellent support. Thank you. A big shout out to the Supreme Tier donators over by Patreon and of course on channel membership. Thank you. I really appreciate the support. Personal shoutouts goes to ultimate supporters Deja, Walt, Dwayne, Dana, Troy, Robert, Matt, Lon, Barbara, Kevin, and Kathy. Man, oh man, that list. If you want to join them, click join, become a member, or check out the coolest link that is pinned on top of the other comments. So, if you want to. There's no gun pointing at you. Well, laugh it off now, Recky, because I'm pretty sure that this documentary is going to be completely brutal. Because we're talking about an F5 or EF5, and we all know what that means. That's going to be. Oh, by the way, I have listened to you. Regarding the ratio of the thing here, like over there. This. So I made it bigger so you guys can actually see, and the only reason why is that wasn't that small because I would avoid getting blockage when it comes to copyright. But if there's any filters on it for some reason, I'm trying to keep it visible for you as much as I can. And that will be the end of it, Recky. So just keep doing this. And here we go. And I don't like the sound of this. All right, so we got the tornado that changed the world. Bridge Creek and more, F5 1999.
We take you back to 1999. The internet was not widely available for most people, and the latest phone was a Nokia 3210. VHS video recorders were still being used,
I had that 3310.
along with cameras that recorded on tapes. It was a simpler life, not connected to a digital world like we are today. May the 3rd, 1999 started out as a calm day in Oklahoma, with overcast skies and mild temperatures. The Weather Service were closely monitoring conditions as they were expecting some storms mid-afternoon. In its Day 1 convective outlook for the United States, the Storm Prediction Center, based in Norman, Oklahoma, issued a slight risk of severe thunderstorms from southern Nebraska to central Texas.
He's building this up in a way I do not like.
Analysis had detected the presence of a dry line that stretched from western Kansas into western Texas that was approaching a warm, humid air mass over the Central Plains. The condition ahead of the dry line and a connecting trough positioned over northeastern Colorado appeared to favor the development of thunderstorms later that day that would contain large hail, damaging straight-line winds, and isolated tornadoes.
Okay.
Forecasters initially underestimated the atmospheric conditions that would support tornadic development that afternoon and evening. Around 4 a.m. that morning, Doppler radar and wind profile data indicated a 100-mile-per-hour streak of elevated jet.
Look at this. This is exactly what it's all about. Warm and cold air battling out. Look at that.
Extreme winds along the California-Nevada border. By 7 a.m., meteorologists took a CAPE reading, or otherwise known as convective available potential energy.
CAPE. Convective available potential energy. Convective available potential energy. So basically, the shit's gonna hit the fan, and if the convective available potential energy is a lot.
This CAPE reading started exceeding 4,000 kilojoules per kilogram, a value well above that of which is required to produce tornadoes. Tornadoes have been known to form at just 1,000 joules per kilogram, and this reading was 4 times higher. The people of Oklahoma continued to go about their day blissfully unaware of the dangerous system heading their way.
Austin Powers.
At 12:30 p.m., the National Weather Service began to notice that a major event was about to take place, and a thunderstorm outlook was issued by the office. At 3:49 p.m., the Storm Prediction Center revised their prediction and placed western 9/10 of the main body of Oklahoma, central and south-central Kansas, and the northern 2/3 of Texas under a high severe weather risk. Little did they know that this weather event would be one that would change the world forever.
Well, it is moving into the western sides of Newcastle right now. You folks in Tuttle proper are in the clear, but Westmore, Central Moore, South Moore, Newcastle, and far north Norman are in immediate danger of this tornado that continues to be on the ground. Well, the folks that live along Highway 37, as far north as Moore, the folks on Highway 37 over to downtown Moore, Newcastle crossing over 44 right now, crossing the river right now. Highway 37, if you live north or south of Highway 37 in Moore, all the way over to I-35, now is the time to get down. And we really need you folks to think about the very safest place you can possibly go away from windows.
Sweden.
Interior closet or bathroom, below ground level, even if the nearest area below ground level is a house or two away. We really, truly recommend you go there and get below ground. If you don't have any...
The weather station's actually saying this multiple times. And if I was watching the news, I will be on the plane back to Sweden.
Place below ground, then you need to get in the bathroom, get in the bathtub, put something heavy like a heavy blanket or a mattress over your head, and hunker down in the bathtub as this comes through Newcastle and Moore, near and especially south of Highway 37, South Moore.
May the 3rd saw a huge outbreak of tornadoes all across Oklahoma. The system would continue to drop tornadoes for the following 6 days across many states. 152 tornadoes were confirmed to have touched down, and out of all of those, only one reached the rare F5 status. This tornado would eventually be known as the Bridge Creek Moore tornado. This particular storm was different than every other one for many reasons. It produced 14 tornadoes over a period of about 3.
Oh my God, look at the size of that bastard.
0.5 hours, and was eventually responsible for the F5 tornado that struck Bridge Creek, Oklahoma City, and Moore. The storm began around 3:30 p.m. in Tillman County, Oklahoma. It moved to the northeast, and once it reached parts of Comanche County, it produced its first tornado at 4:51 p.m. As the storm crossed from Comanche County into Caddo County, it produced 4 other tornadoes, one of which was rated an F3. The 6th tornado that the storm produced crossed from Caddo County into Grady County and was rated a strong F3 tornado. This tornado ended shortly after striking the northwest sides of Chickasha. The storm gained intensity and became better organized as it moved into Grady County. As it moved into the Amber area in central Grady County, it produced a tornado that would become the most famous tornado of the entire outbreak and one of the most famous tornadoes in U.S. history. This map shows the path the tornado took and the intensity it grew to at
Holy shit. Holy shit. Look at this. We're gonna start over here with, we got a F1. Let's go F1. Then you can see it goes up, then it loses, then it picks up. Closing in on Oklahoma City, Newcastle, and more, it is between 4 and a 5. We got a slight 2 and 3 here. But look at this bastard right over here. Look at that. Right next to more. Goes all the way up to Tinker. Still up to 4. And that is hauntingly powerful inside civilized with the communities. And I'm lost for words.
various stages of its life. This tornado still holds the record for the highest ever winds recorded on Earth, at a staggering 301 miles per hour, or 484 kilometers per hour, which was recorded by mobile Doppler radar. We are now going to take a look at some of the rare footage of this deadly storm in action.
Look at the debris. Wow. Look at the debris. See that debris flying over there? I got it. Say bye to Geo. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting it.
I'm getting like super overwhelmed. I'm getting like intensely overwhelmed. The size of this bad boy, it's extremely overwhelming.
Watch out, you guys. Hold on.
Is it coming?
Oh shit! I'm getting hit! I'm sliding, you guys! Help! Ah! Fuck! I'm getting hit with glass.
No.
They're going across the road. Power flash! Power flash! Get that! Holy shit. I'm going to get it, Rick. Videotape me. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Look at this. Right behind you. Oh, jeez. Rick! We're going after it. Look at that. We're going after it.
Footage from inside. It's gonna be super low. I'm gonna crank it down here so you guys can actually keep your hearing inside. That sound. You hear the sound? Hard to see. Okay, let's zoom it out. Gonna power line outside.
Wide at least.
It's a half-mile wide at least.
I would say half a mile wide at the ground.
Half a mile.
Grady County is reporting injuries with this tornado. This is a wedge tornado.
Is it half a mile? Half a mile in km. All right, so it's
This is the type of
800
tornado
meters.
that you need to be below ground level. I see it wrapping totally around. Is it still well defined?
It's very well defined. I mean, this thing is still a wedge. I mean, it has no signs of lifting. This is definitely going to be a long track.
It could make on into Oklahoma County. Now, normally they do not last this long, but this storm has a history of producing tornadoes.
Gary, we have lots of emergency vehicles going down the road now.
A lot of emergency vehicles going down the road.
There must have been a structure up here hit somewhere. Anybody that gets hit by that thing, the house is going to be leveled, I guarantee you.
So the stress below ground shelter. Now, you folks in Pocasset, Tuttle, Amber, Mustang have time to move to a place of safety. This is when you should do it. Do not try to ride this storm out of your home unless you are trapped. This is a major tornado of significant proportions. Wind speeds we don't know, but it's going to level most houses.
Gary?
Yes.
We have damage. We have, looks like, we're blocked off. We can't go any further here. It went across the house area, and it's leveled all the power lines. Oh, brother, we've got power lines stretching all across the road. We've got a traffic jam.
You gonna be able to get through it?
We've got chase vehicles, new chase vehicles backing up, trying to get out of here. We've got emergency vehicles that can't get through because the power lines are down.
The tornado is to your northeast.
Okay, we'll have to turn around and go back.
Okay. Well, someone tracked down Mark Dawson. Val, we're going to talk to you as we see this tornado. We still see a huge, huge bell-shaped, that's a bell-shaped bottom without the bell at the bottom. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that sounds very right.
And we're seeing still a large tornado on the ground, not quite as large as far as being defined, but we see a huge circulation that, I don't know, it's a quarter mile across or what it is, but it appears to be very huge. And I will tell you, folks, once again, as you watch this tornado, if it maintains itself, now it's produced several tornadoes. Let's go to Storm Action 3. Go to Storm Action 3.
Archie, we have a very an increase in size, a tornado on the ground. It looks like starting to increase in size. It's about, I would say, 1 mile to our northeast right now, Gary.
Bobby, you have to repeat. I can hardly hear you in here. Talk to me again.
Okay, Gary, the tornado's starting to get bigger again. It's just west of Okarche.
Gary, Ranger 9 damage. This is northeast of the tornado.
Wait a minute. Bobby, talk to me. You have a tornado in Okarche?
It's just west of Okarche, Gary.
Moving toward Okarche. So you folks in Okarche take immediate tornado precautions?
We're moving east now. We're directly west of Chickasha. Moving east. We're probably about 4 miles west of Chickasha, moving east on a paved road now.
You're 4 miles west of Chickasha, moving east. Where is it in relationship to you?
Gary, we can see another funnel, actually.
Where's it?
Hey, we've got another funnel behind the first one.
Give me the location.
We've got another funnel, probably a mile or half a mile. I got it. Half a mile behind the first. It's on the ground. There's 2 tornadoes on the ground right now.
I see it.
And a smaller tornado on the left. Ranger
Baby
9,
twin.
hold your shot.
Look at that. Oh,
and this is just to the
no.
west-northwest of Chickasha. Val, would you agree with that? Give me your location. Val, tell me where the tornadoes are.
Gary,
We got a baby
3
twin.
miles
Look at that.
west of
Look at
Chickasha,
that.
And it's almost due north of us, slightly east of due north.
You're 2 miles west. Just a very...
It's massive. This thing is massive.
Kevin, just a very quick check. XL. Okay. Ranger 9 is over Chickasha, so we're seeing the circulation a little bit, apparently, a little bit to the north of Chickasha. Another large tornado coming down at this time. My gosh.
We're building this up.
Another stovepipe.
Remember the line we saw? It started with a 1, 2, an F1, 2, then 3, then it bunched up to 4, and when it actually hit more and a bit more north, it was between 4 and 5 for almost all the way up.
A tornado coming down. Yes.
Nothing.
Val, talk to me again. We see a large
Gary,
wedge tornado.
It's on the ground again, and it's turned into a wedge again.
Okay, Val, we see some red flashing lights. That is the Chickasha Airport, referenced in the middle of the screen. It is north of the Chickasha Airport. Talk to me, Val.
Okay, Gary, it's like it never even missed a beat. It's back on the ground again. It's just as big as it was before. Like I say, it's a wedge again.
south side of the airport. Multiple power line flashes, debris cloud in the air, tornado moving through the airport in Chickasha. All right, we've had a report of a tornado west of El Reno. That has not been confirmed, but we'll be watching that very carefully. Here we have a large tornado, easily F3, maybe F4, long track, deadly tornado. It is moving through northern sections, extreme northern Chickasha, the airport area, toward Amber. And you see that red, just a quick.
Please head north.
I like how they build this up, to be honest. You know what's gonna happen. I can feel it. Oh, shit.
Thank you, Lord. Let it head north.
Look at this. Look at this. We got this. That's incredible. I will never get used to looking at the size of this. And all the way down here at the bottom, we have a Devastator. Devastator right over here. Look at that.
And as you can see, the debris on the ground, it looks like some kind of insulation from homes. I'm sure somebody got wiped out.
It's moving so fast.
Amazing sound I've ever heard.
Oh, look at the way it moves there, Lord, look at. Dude, it's getting bigger, dude.
Downtown in the foreground, we're looking north. Fortunately, this is moving north of Chickasha. It's crossed Highway 81. It's going to, part of the circulation is going to go right up over the Amber area. It's going to cross Interstate 44. So any of you folks traveling Interstate 44 between Newcastle and Chickasha, if you're moving southward, turn around. Get out of there, go back north, get off this thing. It's not the only thing. You do not go south. If you're on Interstate 44 going to the southwest, if you're on 92, turn around. Yeah, we see the whole darn thing coming down again, Val.
Yeah, and it's headed in a bad direction.
We got a big wedge, and I just...
he just said bad, heading in a bad direction.
We'll keep looking at it, Val, and I'm going to mention it's a little to the east-southeast of Amber now, but I have a broad view on it. Could get large hail and damaging winds in Tuttle. It's going to move from Amber right across I-44 into the Blanchard area. So, and this, let me tell you, this thing is really big. Talk to me, Val.
Gary, it's like I say, it's a very, very large tornado, and it's I would say probably 2 to 3 miles east-southeast of Amber. It's probably getting close to I-44.
Yeah, it's looks like it's just a few miles from I-44. Now, on Newcastle, at the time, it's 7:01.
It's very large. very large.
Val, this is the hugest I've seen all day.
Yeah, it is, Jerry. You're right. It's the biggest that I've seen it all day. I mean, I can't even see the other side of it. It's probably, it could be as wide as a mile. It could be as wide as 1 mile.
Keep talking to me. Keep talking to me.
It looks a lot like the Allison tornado out in the Texas Panhandle back in 90.
Shit, 1 mile, 1.2, 1.6. Okay, that's, well, multiply it with 1.6. And I cannot understand. So this is the buildup. It's doing damage. We know that. So far, the reporters or the watchers, tornado watchers, haven't really said anything about the damage.
It's large.
Val, there's an extremely deadly tornado from the Norman Police. You can go to the Irving School.
Gary, we're going over the bridge right now that goes over I-44.
Okay.
And this thing is still west of I-44, probably a mile or so.
Okay.
But when it gets to I-44, it's moving in such a direction that it's going to travel along the highway for a while.
Okay, Val, we just see a huge tornado. Please say half mile, 3/4 mile wide?
Jerry, I'm going to say approaching a mile wide.
Okay. Now, this thing is moving toward I-44. It's probably going to take in part of Blanchard, part of Newcastle. It could come in very close to southwest 134th and southwest 106th. Could reach parts of Moore at 719. If it turns into the right, it's going to go into the Norman area. Okay, Val, talk to me.
Well, Gary, it's still very, very large, and I think it's getting very close to I-44.
Okay.
We're crossing its damage path right now, and everywhere we cross the damage path at, it drops everything. Power lines and everything go down.
Okay. We've seen a number of emergency vehicles. Val, this is a huge tornado.
It's large, Gary.
This is
very large.
This is bigger than Red Rock. I don't know if it's as strong, but it's bigger. A lot bigger.
Oh, I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. Looks like the whole updraft is on the ground.
Yeah, the whole thing's on a gigantic wedge-shaped tornado. One of the more deadly ones you can find. We still see a huge tornado. Motion.
Gary,
yes.
We are a half a mile south of the tornado. We're getting wind gusts of 60 right now.
You're 1/2 mile south?
Half a mile south of the tornado, we're getting wind gusts of 60.
From what direction?
I see a large piece of debris flying through the air about 200 yards to our north.
What direction are your winds?
West.
So you're getting some wraparound?
We're getting wraparound precip, definitely.
That looks like the entire thing. You got a surface-based mesocyclone.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. The whole thing's on the ground.
The whole thing's rotating. Val, so is it on I-44 yet?
The whole thing. Not just the tip, the whole thing. We are now at the more or less halfway marker. And if you're still here, let me know. So in the comments that, hey, Recky, of course I'm still here. That's all I need. So let me know that you want to watch these videos with me, no matter how long they are. That's something that's good to know. Of course, Recky, I'm still here. Let's continue.
Well, Gary,
we all know what we're going to expect.
It's very close to I-44. I'd say within a 1/4 mile or less.
Okay. That's about where it looks almost skirting it. Almost skirting it.
Well, the direction it's going, it's going to be on I-44 for a while.
Yeah, it looks like it's going right down I-44.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's difficult to get off that thing. If anyone's on I-44 headed south right now toward Chickasha, I would turn around.
I just saw a power flash, big power flash.
As you look at this tornado from Ranger 9 Live, we have it right along Interstate 44, not too far from the toll booth, moving northeast at about 30 miles per hour.
Out here. Uh-oh. Okay, shoot video, big time, just roll the video. Gary, it's a half a mile to the left, right in front of us. It's leveled a couple houses over here on 149th Street. It's just now, probably a 1/4 mile north of 149th Street, and I'm trying to figure out, it's probably very near May.
What's going on? I don't know what we're filming. It's really hard to see. Now here we go. Holy shit. Alright, buddy. You seem to be very close to this shit. Oh, dude, you're alright. Really right there. Dude's got balls of steel. Look at his car, it's covered in dirt. Is it mud? They're tagging along with the guy, 1999. He just witnessed the Bridge Creek Moor F5 tornado just passed him and his car, and I'm getting goosebumps.
There it is. Recording again. Debris damage path right here. There's large debris right there. The road. Large debris. Large debris along the road, in the road, along the fence, on the sheet metal, debris. Dead birds. Where the tornado crossed the road, dead center. That's where the grass in the road is ground off of the easement of the roadway. The grass was peeled.
Oh, you can see the path.
The grass was eroded off of the dirt.
Shit.
Ground off of the road. There's a stripped tree right there. Here. Hey, Merry Christmas. Okay. Oh, Gary, talk to me.
Yes, we're heading right into the path of the thing on I-44, Gary. It's amazing. I mean, it's absolutely enormous, and we see a number of other tornadoes. I guess skirting on just one side of it.
All the tornadoes in the same general area, right?
It's all in the same general, heading towards the same general area. and we're seeing still a pretty heavy stream of traffic heading right toward it. So at pretty good speeds right now as we speak.
This is a long track tornado. You see all those lights to the south? We see all those lights to the south. Ranger 9, give us what location that town that is. It's moving into populated areas.
Gary, you there?
Yes.
Okay, Gary. Man, this thing is still just as large as it ever was. It's probably on I-44 right now. It's hard to tell. It might have went across it already, but...
Make sure I have that southwest shot also.
It's there. It's there.
On our map, we're starting to see areas of residential sections in its path now, more towards the northeast. I mean, it's starting to come into the outskirts of the metro area. There's residential sections off to the northeast of it, so, I mean, it's still large.
Okay,
it's
Val,
still on the ground.
Val, as we were talking, we flashed on a picture of the tornado near Fort Cobb. You folks in the Fort Cobb area, Anadarko area, Washita area, take your immediate tornado precautions. Very quick look at that. Tornado, deadly threat in the Washita area, Fort Cobb, Anadarko. Back to Ranger 9. You think the lights may be the toll booth? It may be just a little bit to the, just a little bit to the, I think that's very close to the toll booth, so y'all know where the toll booth is. It's just a matter of miles down the road from Newcastle. So this storm is moving directly toward Newcastle at this particular time. This is a long track, potentially deadly tornado.
Gary.
Yes.
We're back within about half to 3/4 of a mile of it now. It's directly north of us.
Yes.
I think it's on the interstate right now. And it's got violent rotation.
Violent
I don't ever recall
rotation.
anything exactly like this.
The way it looks...
Val?
Yes.
Well, just go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk.
Okay, Gary, like I say, we're probably a half a mile directly south of it. It's massive rotation. It's probably just coming off the turnpike right now. I saw some big power flashes within the tornado earlier, just a while ago.
You will see the top of them right there. 2 tornadoes.
I missed what it
Within
said.
the tornado earlier, just a while ago.
Something from KOCO, Coco, KCO.
2 tornadoes.
Got 2 tornadoes now. Got twins again.
This has been at least an F3 tornado that's been on the ground for 30 minutes.
Oh, you can hear it rumbling. It's passing the road.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Damage in the Fort Cobb area due to the tornado. We still see, Val?
Yeah.
No, that's the toll booth. It's a little northwest of the it's still north. It's paralleling Interstate 44 is what it's doing. That's the toll booth right there in front of you on the right. It's paralleling. So let me tell you, live anywhere along I-44, quick look of XL, you see the huge circulation coming up right up Interstate 40. Right up
So let's find out. Tunnel Newcastle. Is this marks the spot? The X.
Interstate 40.
So this is going to be the trajectory,
I'm
like
sorry,
going
Interstate
up
44,
north.
44. I mean, Interstate 44. there's
Trying
a
to
toll
figure
booth
out
coming
where
up
it is.
southwest
It's getting
and
close.
southwest
We've got
of
10
Oklahoma
more
City.
minutes of the video.
Okay, now Mark.
Now we're going
you
to get
can hear
close
me,
to
Mark,
more.
As you talk, we're going to have this huge tornado over here, but you're going to be talking about the Fort Cobb.
Okay, Gary, we continue with the large tornado on the ground out here. Also,
Say again, Mark. Say again.
It's the tornado just crossed Highway 9, just west of 183.
Okay.
It has done damage. It has damaged several houses that we have drove by. Numerous tree damage in this area also. Continue with the large funnel on the ground.
Okay, Mark, we appreciate your report. So tornado continues on the ground in the Fort Cobb, Anadarko area. Take your immediate tornado precautions. The Fort Cobb storm, Anadarko, the Washita area. Take your immediate tornado precautions moving northeast at about 30. Damaging tornado there. This storm is getting ready to move in. This thing is extremely deadly. This is going to be it is serious. Going to get much more serious.
Gary, we can hear the tornado right now. It is roaring. We're close enough to hear it. There's debris. We're just about to get hit with debris. It's got to be on the turnpike now.
Who has that?
It's
Ranger 9.
There's all kinds of debris flying through the air. All kinds of debris.
Okay, Val, Ranger 9 reports the tornado is totally wrapped in rain, becoming HC.
Well, he's right. Probably real close to being right. We've got debris flying through the air all over the place here.
I'm talking about the tornado getting rain wrapped, and you don't see it anymore. It's there, but you don't see it.
Okay. Norman Camp should be coming.
The meaning that you don't know what direction it's going, because it's hiding behind the rain.
For the shot here for long. West Oklahoma. This is in the This is in the Fort Cobb Anadarko area. Well, that's fantastic. Great shot. Tornado warning continues. Anadarko area of Fort Cobb. Back to Ranger 9. Back to Ranger 9.
Look at
Tornado
that.
is so large. Sirens are going off in Yukon. We'll have to wait and see on that. Bobby has a large wall cloud near Okarche. We're going to take a look there. Tell Bobby to send us a picture of that. And that should be visible from El Reno Cam. Okay? Okay. Is anyone grabbing those phones? Okay, yeah. Okay. Priority one, tornado warning for you folks in the Okarche area. Get Bobby on Getner. Priority 1, tornado warning, Okarche area.
Okay, Gary, we are just west of Okarche. We have a very increasing tornado on the ground. It looks like starting to increase in size. It's about, I would say, 1 mile to our northeast right now, Gary.
Bobby, you have to repeat. I can hardly hear you in here. Talk to me again.
Okay, Gary, the tornado's starting to get bigger again. It's just west of Okarche.
Gary, Ranger 9 damage. This is northeast of the Twin Cities.
Wait a minute. Bobby, talk to me. You have a tornado in Okarche?
It's just west of Okarche, Gary.
Moving toward Okarche. So you folks in Okarche take immediate...
The thing is, this guy is getting basically a play-by-play, and there's so much chatter behind the guy, informing the public that he cannot hear the guy on site. Shut up.
Tornado precautions. And what you're looking at is a gigantic damage path from Ranger 9 from this tornado that's moving into the metro area. This tornado is moving into the metro area right now, but keep in mind, tornado warning for the Okarche area. Tornado warning continues Okarche. Bobby, still have tornado in sight.
Okay, Gary. It looks like the tornado has just gone over a farmhouse. Looks like we have seen some debris. Again, the tornado's still on the ground west of Okarche.
Is it going to hit Okarche?
Looks like, Gary, the final cloud is moving north right now.
Okay.
It's just west of Okarche.
Example right in here would be southwest 74.
Oh.
And this would be southeast 79, southwest 79. So right in.
Oh, that's overwhelming. I got goosebumps. I got them.
Densely populated areas. In fact, it's in it right now.
Look at that. It takes. You see when the sparks come and the tornado actually grabs the sparks and take them with them.
Damage a path, maybe a mile wide, maybe longer. Check with Bobby on the tornado at Okarche.
Dear Lord, look at the size.
Yes, Gary. We are on the north side of Okarche right now. We still see a funnel cloud about halfway to the ground. The tornado is not on the ground right now. We cannot see a debris cloud, but we do still see a very strong rotating funnel cloud more than halfway to the ground.
What north-south street are you on?
North-south street is Portland.
There's Penn. Portland, you're right. Yeah, you're right there. It's moving, the leading edge of it should be moving over South Penn.
Gary, it's a half a mile to the left, right in front of us. It's leveled a couple houses over here on 149th Street. It's just now, probably a quarter of a mile north of 149th Street.
Okay.
And
loving the play-by-play,
trying
dude.
to figure out, it's probably very near May, north of 149th Street on May.
It's north of 149th Street on May. Val has a tornado. Val has a tornado 149th Street and May. Southwest 149th and May.
Just north of that location.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Getting
the
close
circulation
now.
continues huge. Continues huge. This tornado is crossing Interstate 35 in the Moore area. So, oh boy. Okay. Quick check as we look. The damage path is so wide. Tornado is so wide. Let me tell you.
Tornado warning for Alfalfa County. It's 5 south of the airport.
Tornado warning for Alfalfa County in northwest Oklahoma. We'll come back to that in just a second. So you folks in Alfalfa County, get the details on that right there. Golf ball size hail north of Tinker. But let me tell you, anywhere, this is once again southeast. No, I need to look this very quick. Right in here is Del City, from Del City area, Tinker, Midwest City area south. Take your immediate tornado precaution. This thing is moving up this direction. I'll just run the arrow up here for you a ways. I won't run it the entire way because it's very broad, and this is not the exact speed. But right now, it's moving Del City, Tinker, Moore. Huge tornado, deadly tornado, back to Ranger 9. Very wide path tornado continues. It is so large we can barely see it.
So large. It's so large we can barely see it. It's just a bunch of freaking clouds, freaking rain wrapped, and somewhere in there that's an EF5 or F5. Yeah.
Get east. East.
You guys go east. Go east. It's coming directly toward you.
Coming towards us.
It's going directly toward you, northeast of 25. Get the heck out of there.
Gary, it looks like it's increasing in width right now. Looks like it's increasing in width.
We got it. It's moving south, northeast at about 25. This is southeast 82nd right here. This is southeast 74th.
240 east. Quick.
Are you moving east now?
Yeah, we're getting east. We're going east, Gary. I can still see it. It looks like it's increasing in width as we travel to the east on 240, and the winds are increasing out of the east.
Okay, well, it's moving across Moore right now, and you can see the damage path right across.
God.
Take Ranger 9 right across that damage path. We're looking.
Very large. That's huge.
You folks, Tinker area, extreme down south Del City, anywhere along 240, I-44, all the way over to southeast 44th, south of 29th. Well, boy, I tell you, over here, we better go in southeastern Oklahoma County, all the way from Reno south. From Reno south, take immediate tornado precautions. Scott, whoa. You see those, Scott? This is absolutely incredible. Okay, this is the damage path across parts, I don't know what it's more.
And this bad boy has been on the ground for more than 30 minutes, spanning between an F3 and an F5. Basically most of the time, walking down to an EF2 a couple of times, but it actually between 3 and 4 that's a normal grade for the Bridge Creek Moore tornado. Is hitting up to 5. As soon as it actually goes into Moore, it actually is going to go up to a 4 and a 5.
This tornado is continuing to move. The damage is absolutely incredible, and Ranger 9 is following the damage path in the far distance. If you look
at that.
Television, you'll see a huge tornado, power line flashes. Okay, you folks that live along South Airdie, I'm going to give you some north-south roads, okay? Sunny Lane Road, Woodhue, South Air Depot, South Midwest. Get him back on the phone.
Scott?
Yes, Scott. Southeast 74th. This is north-south of South Douglas.
998
South Post Road. Anywhere from Reno Street south all the way down to Draper Lake. I tell you, this is deadly serious. We've been talking about it for an hour or two now. The damage is massive. The damage is massive. 119th and western, southwestern.
So they're talking about that this is the path that the tornadoes went through here, and there is a texture difference to where the tornado actually passed. We're talking about there's no trees. There's definitely no grass. As you can see, if you go back just a smidge here, I'm pretty sure that the tornado went past this area right here where right in front of us.
The damage is massive.
It's massive.
119th and western, southwestern, completely leveled. Scott, talk to me.
Hey, this is Hank Brown.
Hank, talk to me.
I am on I-240 eastbound at about Douglas, looking out our rearview mirror, west-southwest. Large tornado still on the ground.
Okay.
It looks like it's over the Moore area.
Okay. Just give me again your. I'm showing the folks location on XL. Tell me very quickly about the tornado.
I-240 eastbound. We are just now passing the Douglas exit.
Okay, this is Douglas right here. Okay, back to Ranger 9. Back to Ranger 9. Huge tornado in the Moore area. Damage is severe. Get below ground. You folks in the path of this storm, get below ground immediately. If you live as far east as...
Gary.
If you live, yes.
I'm going to hand you to Scott so I can drive.
Okay. If you live as far east as Midwest Boulevard, you still have time to take shelter. I tell you, folks, the damage is incredible.
As the F5 tornado entered Moore, it caused damage on a scale rarely ever seen before. There were very few storm shelters, and the majority of residents were forced to ride out the storms in their houses. Following the destructive and widespread tornado outbreak, President Bill Clinton signed a major disaster declaration for 11 Oklahoma counties. The question remained, why did this tornado cause so much damage? Preliminary damage surveys conducted by a group of structural engineers from Texas Tech University determined that many of the frame homes that were destroyed by the Bridge Creek Moore tornado were constructed below minimal residential building code standards, discovering some structural deficiencies that violated codes. They determined that nails attached to a plywood roof deck in one damaged home were not properly attached to the rafters, and several homes in rural areas that were swept nearly 300 feet from their original location did not have anchor bolts that secured the frame to their foundations.
No.
At Country Place Estates, the homes left a trail of debris strewn 3,000 feet away from their location. The foundations were only attached to the concrete by tapered cut nails that extended only a half-inch to the bases. A report on the damage was produced, citing poor building materials and code violations which increased the damage to properties substantially. The report acknowledged that federal construction code requirements needed to be revised above the then current minimum standards to allow newer buildings to better withstand higher wind speeds consistent with tornadoes of lesser intensity than the one that devastated Bridge Creek and Moore, thereby lessening the degree of damage, fatalities, and injuries that are probable in buildings of typically less reinforced construction. These changes would not only happen in Oklahoma, but prompt a nationwide review of building standards in tornado-prone areas.
Yeah.
Other countries which also experience tornadoes would also review their building codes and make changes so that newly constructed buildings were able to withstand higher winds. This tornado had such an impact that it changed the world. For the many people that experienced and lived through the F5 tornado on May the 3rd, 1999, it would be an experience that would live with them for the rest of their lives. There are many stories that are left untold from that fateful day, and we would love to hear them. If you experienced this tornado or know a relative who may have, please post it down below so that the community and the world can hear your story. As always, thanks for watching. We appreciate all of our subscribers. Please check out one of these other videos on screen that you may find interesting. Until next time, stay safe, and we will see you in the next video.
The problem is that we go back 1999, checking out the building codes that they had. So this one changed the world in the sense of building houses that could withstand some substantial power tornadoes. And this is 2024. I'm pretty sure that we have gone a long, long way since 1999. This video was one of those videos that you didn't know what's gonna happen. Of course, we knew that Moore was severely hit among other counties along the way. And I cannot believe that this is a phenomenon that happens every year in designated areas, which is known as Tornado Alley in the United States. And God bless America. And God bless the people that has the balls to actually live in designated areas where tornadoes actually occur every spring. Luckily, we actually learned something today. from that video, from that tornado that brutalized and made sure that everyone in countries that have a risk for tornadoes change the code on how to actually force people or constructors to build houses for more safety. 1999 more. Holy shit. If you did enjoy this, do not forget to smack the like and, of course, hit that subscribe. That's something that I would really appreciate. And let me know what you think about this one. Is there anything else you want me to check out? Don't forget to use the comment section for that. And, of course, if you're still here at this moment, we're talking about 56 minutes into the video. Just say, God bless Recky. That will be the end of it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Recky. You stay safe.